Hello, Bo Nosoko with the Heimdall Group, with your daily briefing. Today, we're tracking the latest 24-hour developments, including insights following the second vehicle ramming attack in Vancouver in less than a year, the use of banned munitions in an ongoing conflict zone, and elevated British Columbia wildfire risks.
The investigation continues, and insights are emerging from the Friday, May 15th early morning ramming attack in Vancouver's West End, the second vehicle ramming attack in Metro Vancouver in just over a year, following the April 26, 2025 Lapu-Lapu vehicle ramming attack, which killed 11 people and injured 32.
Here are the details of the Friday, May 15th attack in the West End of Vancouver. At approximately 5:30 a.m., the lone male driver drove erratically, ramming multiple vehicles, speeding through Nelson Park, and intentionally drove along a sidewalk, striking a senior citizen on a motorized scooter who was trying to get away. A West End resident reported that they witnessed this from a kitchen window. Absolutely horrendous. The poor man in the scooter was desperately trying to get away, wishing him a speedy recovery. The suspect then ran a police cruiser, which caused his vehicle to flip, ending the rampage. 2 Vancouver Police Department officers and the senior victim were both hospitalized.
The suspect was arrested at the scene. The incident remains under investigation by the Vancouver Police Department Major Crimes Unit, with mental health and possible drug use considered factors, while the motive remains unclear. Both injured VPD officers, including one recruit constable who was on his second day of work at the time of the incident, were released from the hospital on May 15th. The senior citizen injured when the suspect vehicle struck him remains in the hospital in serious condition.
The suspect, Tad Bally, 34, of the Vancouver area, was charged on May 19th with 4 counts of dangerous operation of a motor vehicle causing bodily harm. Bally has had extensive previous interactions with police, both in British Columbia and Saskatchewan.
Open source analysis reveals strong public shock and concern for the senior victim and injured officers, frustration with perceived increases in erratic and violent driving and mental health crises, and calls for better mental health support, stricter vehicle safety measures, and improved police response. This latest attack occurred with the BC healthcare system already under strain, and the BC nurses could go on strike with a 72 hours notice.
Here are the intelligence implications for Heimdall clients. Pre-event awareness. There are similarities in both this incident and the April 26, 2025 Lapu-Lapu vehicle ramming attack, which killed 11 people and injured 32. These similarities include the suspects having multiple interactions with police and the mental health system before the vehicle ramming attacks occurred.
Physical security and urban risk. Vehicle ramming attacks in pedestrian-heavy or park areas highlight the vulnerability of public spaces and employee commuting routes in urban environments like Vancouver.
Workforce and executive safety. These kinds of incidents involving drivers in vehicle ramming attacks underscores the need for situational awareness training, secure pick-up and drop-off protocols, and vehicle-borne threat mitigation for staff and leaders in high-density areas.
Business continuity. Clients with operations in Vancouver's West End or similar neighborhoods should review emergency response plans for sudden traffic or pedestrian disruptions.
The overall risk level for these kinds of attacks is elevated for urban core locations in major Canadian cities. Lone actor vehicle attacks remain a low frequency, but clearly devastating threat. Stay tuned for an upcoming Heimdall Group deep dive into the Vancouver area vehicle ramming attacks, as we show what can be learned from these 2 incidents and how to stay safe. Bellingcat investigations published yesterday revealed unexploded Russian-made Shoab .5 submunitions from the RBK 500 cluster bombs found in the village of Tashmart, northern Mali. The discoveries follow Malian military airstrikes announced on May 17th amid escalating conflict with Tuareg separatists and JNIM militants. Mali is a party to the Convention on Cluster Munitions, making the use of these banned weapons a potential violation of international law. Here are the intelligence implications. The use of banned cluster munitions in Mali demonstrates how state and proxy forces continue to employ indiscriminate weapons in African conflicts and conflicts worldwide, posing long-term risks from unexploded ordnance to energy, mining, and infrastructure projects. There are old stockpiles in new conflicts. While Mali is a party to the Convention on Cluster Munitions, old stockpiles from the Soviet era, including weapon systems manufactured by countries that are not a party to weapons conventions, like the Convention on Cluster Munitions, continue to find their way into ongoing conflicts as countries seek low-cost weapon options, which come with both high risk to reputations and lives. Overall, those with operations in unstable regions should prioritize unexploded ordnance risk assessment and procedures, and enhanced open-source intelligence monitoring of proxy warfare.
As of May 27th, the BC Wildfire Service reports 45 active wildfires province-wide, with 20 classified as out of control. Drier conditions elevate wildfire risks into the summer. Here are some intelligence implications for Hemdale clients. Infrastructure and remote operations. Elevated summer fire risk continues to threaten remote sites, pipelines, rail lines, and highways. The overall risk is high. Proactive preparedness, SEPTED plus hardening, and business continuity planning to ensure your people and services remain intact are essential ahead of this warm, dry wildfire season.
For an integrated, confidential, intelligence-led deep dive brief for your organization or sector, please reach out directly or visit thehemdalgroup.io.